Step behind your partner. When you're doing a shadow New Yorker, if we were in butterfly and we did a New Yorker, we would both turn and step through, opening up. When we do a shadow New Yorker, we both turn and step through, opening up. Don't try to step behind her, okay? The only thing that's behind her is your arm. But everything else is just like a regular New Yorker. And we come back to face, and this particular one is a 4-step, so we're going to do it. And then we're going to do another shadow New Yorker, regular one, whip, in handshake, 1, 2, 3. Shadow New Yorker again, and whip, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the first step. So it's a rock apart in handshake. You're going to recover. Ladies, you will be turning left. Gentlemen, you will be turning right, so that you end up in a tandem position as you do that recover step. So you're going to recover to a tandem position, let the hand go, and then you're going to take another step away from your partner and go to left handshake. So that's the first trade places. The second trade places, you rock apart, you recover going to that tandem position, and your third step is away from partner, either going back to handshake or to a lead hands joined, depending on choreography. Okay? So when you do that trade places twice, apart, recover, turn, apart, recover, turn, and this one's going to go to a lead hands join because we're going into an open break, apart, recover, side, afterwards. 2 measures. If the men are facing the wall, the first measure, you're going to start in handshake. It's a forward basic, but the ladies turn to varsouvienne. The second measure is a back half basic, meaning you're both going to step side, back, recover, side. So the first half, the man doesn't take a side step because she's coming forward into him. The second measure, you both take a side step. So you're flirt, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And in this particular dance,
Reward.
you get the reward. Yeah. So you hover telemark. Remember, gentlemen, she's doing the telemark. You're not. You're creating her telemark. You're stepping forward. You're stepping forward between her feet, rising with a right face rotation, and then you step out to semi. So that's your hover telemark. And then it was cross pivot from there. So remember, cross pivot, you're both going to step through and pivot to sidecar. And then it's a cross cover to semi, 1, 2, 3, and a slow side lock, 1, 2, 3. The very ending has that hinge. Through chasse to banjo, maneuver. Now, this is where people are getting in trouble, is you're not doing your spin turn correctly to start with. Therefore, it's making it difficult to get into a hinge. Remember that when you do a spin turn, gentlemen, you must step back on the last step. You're stepping back on the first step, you're spinning, you're stepping forward spinning, And this third step, he must step back in closed position. And he should be facing diagonal line and wall on spin turn. Okay? So he needs to remember to always go back, forward, back. So spin turn, 1, 2, 3. And we're in a good closed position at that point in time. And then we're gonna step back to a hinge. So he's gonna take a back step, commencing left face turn, take a side step, and turn the ladies to rise up and sink into your hinge. Thank you. You were stopping me. Because it's hurting your back, right?
Of course, we didn't have that much time with the music.
No. But if you do an impetus instead of a spin turn, you're not in position to do a hinge. Okay? So it's really important. Spin turn, back to a hinge. And ladies, you should be close enough that your right hip is up against the man's left thigh. Okay? You should be close enough that you're almost sitting on his lap, because he's got that knee bent, and you're sitting on it. Okay? Turn. Make sure. Ladies, where's my foot? I'm right in between his feet. Here. Now, his second step, if he just puts his foot down where it is, that's the end of our turn. That's the end of the spin. It's gone. He has to drive forward on that second step in order to continue your turn. And then back. If you don't take that forward step in the middle, fellas, you can't do a spin turn, and you definitely can't do a spin over turn, because he's got to drive on that second step. The ladies are driving on the first step, and he's driving on the second step. So, but he's got to remember to step forward. It's like a spin, like a pivot. 1, 2, 3. I wasn't sure where you were going. Walks. This is cha-cha, honey. Cha-cha-cha. Crab walks. Cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. You gotta finish your crab walks. Single Cubans. So a single Cuban is simply cross, recovers, side, cross, recovers, side. Same timing as a cha-cha-cha. Quick, quick, slow. So when you do your single Cubans, it's gonna be quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Cross, recover, side, cross, recover, side. Okay? So let's face in the center. Shoulder to shoulder twice. Going to a left-hand star. So since he's facing center, it turns to a left-hand star. So he's facing line of dance and she's facing reverse, which normally we do them with the guy facing out, so it might screw your brain up. Umbrella turn. He's going to do a forward basic and a back basic and a forward basic and a back basic, turning to face her on the last one. She does rock back, recover, turns under to the umbrella, rock, recover, turn back to the star, rock, recover, turn to the umbrella, and rock, recover, and face, cha-cha. That's your umbrella turns. Okay? Let's try that. So butterfly.